All right, y'all, I'm at a stoplight right now. On my way to a wedding shower for my cousin. I had to pre-plan all my food, and my wild card is whatever they're gonna serve, but I brought a protein bar, got my coffee, and yep. We were running late. I actually just grabbed my meal straight out of the fridge, heated it up, threw a fork in there, and I'm gonna eat it as I drive because I need to meet my goals. And I didn't know when they were gonna serve food. I didn't know what they were gonna serve for food. I didn't know what time I'm gonna be home, so hooked myself up right here. Pretty good. You just gotta figure out a way. We're at the swim meet volunteering. We're about to get started. Coffee. And I brought some snacks for myself. I ate right before I came because I'm gonna be here for like 4 hours. And again, it's all about planning so you can stay on your plan. So I brought my protein bar, and for some reason I feel like I'm gonna be low on fat today when I entered it in. So just in case I'm hungry before we go, I have an RX bar too, but just in case. And of course, I have my super good water here. I should be good. I'm gonna try and get rest while I'm doing this, but my job changed, so I'm gonna be on my feet a lot more, so we will see. All right, y'all. I am eating my dinner. I finished up my volunteering, got that done, followed my plan, ate my bars that I brought, and I came home and I had to prep my breakfast for this week, and actually roasted some broccolini, and I'm actually eating some right now, and then putting the rest away for the rest of the week. So I just want, something's sort of been bothering me, and I feel like I'm getting in my head, and I guess talking on these videos is kind of therapeutic, even though I don't know who's actually watching them, but it doesn't matter. I just, like I said, I don't do well without information, so I end up filling in the blanks, and that's kind of where I'm at again right now. My coach made my adjustment to my macros on Tuesday, and she said, you know, then we would see how my check-in is tomorrow and adjust from there if we need to. And I was still supposed to do the refeed on Wednesday, which I did. Wednesday night, I sent her the planned CrossFit workout so she can let me know if I needed to adjust anything in her workout to make sure we weren't working the same things. Didn't get a response, so I just did everything as planned. Friday, Thursday night, same thing. I sent her what was planned for Friday, and like one of the exercises was literally the exact same one. It was V-ups. So I assumed she was going to tell me to skip the V-ups, and I sent it to her. No response. So I did everything as planned, except I didn't do her program V-ups because I'd already done them in the CrossFit workout. So today I sent her a question about the hack squats. She hasn't programmed for me with the barbell, just because we're trying to keep the programming as close to like what equipment I had on site in my basement. But I feel like I'm not getting, because of my previous knee injuries, I don't feel like I'm getting or having the best form. So I'm not getting the most benefit from my hack squats being barbell ones. So I asked her if I can switch it, sub it out for the machine one that's at the commercial gym. And I sent that earlier today, and I haven't heard back yet. And I remembered like, oh, I can schedule, you know, one coaching call with her per month, and I'm in week 7 and haven't scheduled one yet. So I went and I scheduled one for this upcoming Thursday just because I still don't have answers on, you know, when I sent her my 7-year history of supplements and medications to see like what kind of show I would be able to do, because natural and stuff like that, I'll have a lot of guidelines on what you could have taken previously. So I know she's working on that, and she's just been, I know she said she's been really busy. I know she's sick, 2 sick family members, and she's in the busy season with her work right now. So I get it. Like, I totally understand where she's coming from. But I don't know, I'm really starting to get in my head about lack of progress, not knowing what the plan is, not knowing where we're going. And I keep beating myself up because I'm like, well, she's probably put this stuff on a back burner because I was, you know, when we first started with her, I said, you know, I had no intention of going on stage except that I was leaving the door open. And now I think I've kind of come to the conclusion that if I don't do the stage part, as much as I still don't want to, and I don't want to put myself out there like that, I feel like if I don't do that and have that experience, that it's not the full experience that I wanted. So that's why I have mentioned to her, like, and I think I need a target date. Like, I have no idea. I'll be looking at September, October, November, December, February. Like, I have no idea what she's thinking and like where I am in the realm of readiness, I guess. So I don't know. I'm trying not to overthink it, but I'm completely overthinking it. So yeah, and I'm by myself, so that makes it worse. Don't get me wrong, I love my alone time. I'm an introvert, but I'm now left with my own thoughts, and that's usually not good. I've been toying with the idea of trying to figure out some stress reduction techniques. I didn't have the best recoveries this week per my Whoop. And even like last night, I probably got 9.5 hours of sleep and my recovery was only like 52%. So I need to work on that because I know my body is not going to do what we want it to do if I'm not getting good recovery. So I've been trying to look at like some journaling options that aren't hokey and stupid. Like, I need something that's got some sarcasm and some like grit to it. None of this, I'm not fluffy. So I need something that's not fluffy. So I don't know. I have a couple options I'm going to be looking at, and I will share those with you once I sort of see what they're all about. But I don't know. I'm just not in a good place mentally. Despite all my planning and following the plan to a T, the scale is the same. I know it's only one data point, but it is what it is. I'm just frustrated, and I'm like, how much leeway do I give my coach? I know she's going through some things, and I know that like I'm not in peak week or anything like that, so these questions I have probably aren't that important in terms of like the range of all her clients, and I'm sure she has to focus, like prioritize. Yes, I'm eating my broccoli with my hands. I don't know. I'm just not in a good mental place. And I'm trying to stay motivated. I can be disciplined, but I'm trying to stay motivated without knowing like where I need more to be able to dig in. And like every time I have a 0-calorie beverage, I'm sitting here being like, oh, you know, am I not supposed to have artificial sweeteners? Because I've heard that some coaches take those away, and she hasn't said anything about those, and she hasn't really mentioned anything about meal timing except refeeds to try and have more of the carbs around my workout time, but nothing about the other timing. And then I feel guilty if I'm having protein powder, because I know that your best sources of protein are whole foods and not the powders, and those are just like a last resort if you know you're not going to meet your goal. But like the more carbs and fat that you drop, the more that those can be useful, because they're most of the time far heavier on the protein end of the spectrum than anything else. So they're easier to incorporate. But I feel guilty about it, and maybe it doesn't matter, but I don't have anyone telling me it doesn't matter for what our goal is. So I don't know. And I have a lot of things going on with my business. I've got a lot of clients in transition right now, either some of them phasing out to try it out on their own, which is awesome. And I completely support that, because at some point you need to be able to do it on your own. And then I have some that are ramping up and they're just about to start their program. And then I'm working on some other things, a challenge for the fall and some marketing stuff. So I'm just like, my head is spinning about all of it, and I don't know. I'm just being honest. Like, I know some people think that I have it together. They clearly don't know me very well, but like, no one has it all the way together. And even the people that you think do go through like some mental like mind fuckery. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm in mind fuckery land. So I know I got through my weekend and all of my responsibilities and social engagements and stayed on my plan, and I should be really proud of that, but instead I'm just spiraling. So I'm gonna try to reboot. And hopefully dig out of this.